already on Richie's, please hop over to mine. Be sure to subscribe. Go to Millions and subscribe. Show us all some love. We would appreciate it. Millions, tell us about Sovereign City.
Yeah. I've just...
Let me pull it up real quick.
What do you want to know? It's going quite nicely. I mean, I'm building the website out sort of day by day, week by week. The second edition dispatch is coming out tomorrow. So if you want to know about the field test that I've done with the no KYC Visa card, I suggest you sign up to Sovereign City, get the free dispatch, because I break everything down and you're going to find it really interesting. There's tons of value. So basically, I took the risk, so no one else had to. And I've been field testing it all around town, all various different places. And I'm not going to tell you too much right now because the dispatch is coming out 8:45 in the morning, which is my time in Mexico. So if you guys want to have access to that, then it's completely free, and it's going to give you weekly advice on how to basically improve your privacy, your sovereignty, your digital sovereignty, and stuff like that. So there's going to be loads of practical tips, some thought-provoking stuff in there as well. So yeah, I'm going to be covering the no KYC card in tomorrow's edition. So I need to actually drop the link in. I'm completely unprepared for tonight. I had a crazy day, but it should be streaming to my channels now on X.
You act like you're at dad or something.
YouTube, but yeah. I don't know if you had a chance to look around the site yet, Peter.
So I've got it pulled up. Tell me where to go.
Privacy, financial
well, you can start
sovereignty.
with see just along the top there on the
All right,
Nice.
so I'm in manifesto.
The manifesto is yeah, give it a quick read through. It will tell you kind of why we're doing this, and the origin. The next tab will tell you kind of how I got into it all personally, and the bright purple button will just take you straight through the dispatch where you can sign up to the newsletter. Already got 30 people signed up already, so it's also had a really good response from last week's email. So hopefully people are getting tons of practical advice, and I'm doing as much free advice for people as possible. This is a real passion project for me, and I'm really giving back with this one because I think it's really important. Because if you're in the UK, if you're in the US, actually as well, which is a growing problem in the US, but any of the Commonwealth countries like Canada, Australia, New Zealand, it's all kind of moving in lockstep in the wrong direction, you know, in terms of people's online privacy is under massive threat. And I think a lot of people don't realize there are other options outside of Google, outside of Apple, and things that we can do to become as resilient as we possibly can be, because without privacy, you have no freedom, you have no choice. So, you know, this is the whole reason I got into crypto, was because of this type of thing. You know, I first found out about Bitcoin, but then I found out about Monero, and my mind really blew, and that's what got me into it. You know, I didn't kind of jump in on a fad. I jumped in for the core reasons, which is peer-to-peer money, you know, uncensorable, decentralization, everything like that. So this is it's a massive passion project for me. So it's nice to be able to put this out to people and give as much free value as humanly possible. And I hope everyone's enjoying the newsletter, and I've been getting a really good response on X as well. So it's been a really crazy couple of weeks. It's just taken a lot of work to get it out the way I want it, and I'm going to be adding to it all the time. So yes, nice. So please do take a look at the website. I'll drop it in the pinned comment on my channel. So I don't know if you can do it on yours as well, Peter, but
it's there.
Yeah, it's worth a visit. But yeah, all you got to do is press the big purple button. Yeah,
right up here. Get
beautiful. Thank you.
So I've got some questions.
Yeah, that'll just take you up. You know, when.
So it's like so manifesto is like a movement that you're building, based, like as you said, they're based around essentially, like, it's why we all joined Bitcoin. You are right. Like, the reason I was interested in Bitcoin was because I didn't want to give my money to the government, right? Like, I have no problem paying tax, but I didn't want to give certain parts of my finances to the government, right? Because I just don't, especially like being British as well, right? There's a lot of things that I see that happen in the UK that I don't see where the tax goes, right? And also the whole idea about being anonymous and being able to live my life without being watched in every single aspect of it. So this is very nice to see a new community being built around this. So I joined the dispatch. I'm in.
Yeah.
So why, like, one of the first things that pops
so you
up
will
is, like,
receive.
I'll get an email, right?
In the morning, right?
Yes, you're going to get a welcome email.
Nice.
Well, you'll get the welcome email just to say you're in, and a few days later you'll just get a bit of a background as to why why this exists and what we're doing, and then every Friday after that you will receive the dispatch, the sovereign dispatch, which will cover different things in each dispatch, which hopefully will give people tons of practical advice on things that they can do. I mean, the thing is, really, it comes down to, without privacy, we don't really have anything else, because that is the foundation of all freedom, is having some privacy. And some people say stupid things, in my opinion, like, well, if you've got nothing to hide, then that to me is ridiculous, because take down your blinds, take down your curtains, put your bank statements online, let us all have a little look, because in reality, privacy really does matter to you, whether you think, whether you kind of want to admit that or not. So it's really important that people have the knowledge in order to be able to sort of traverse this kind of increasingly Orwellian landscape that we're kind of facing at the moment. So it's kind of, you can see there the 5 pillars of what this is all about. So you've got the privacy, you've got the financial sovereignty, you've got the geographic freedom, the digital independence, and you've got the personal resilience, which, is another form of freedom, is having like a healthy body, healthy mind. And we're going to be covering all of those type of aspects as we go. So really what I'm just trying to do is bring this information to people and make sure that people understand that there are options. And, it's not just about evading things. It's definitely not about that. It's about holding onto your God-given right to have some privacy. And I think people are being convinced over time that only criminals want privacy, when that's a massive psyop in itself. So I'm just trying to bring this information to people so they understand you can work outside of Apple and Google. You've got GrapheneOS, you've got, they're trying to bring in all of these different mechanisms where you have to verify to use the internet. Now, obviously, they always use the same old spiel, which is, it's to protect you or it's to protect the kids. It never is, because there's been 0 arrests off the Epstein list. It's not about protecting anyone. It's about harvesting your data and surveying you. So it's important that we don't fall for these psyops, I think. And this all ties back into crypto, because the whole point of crypto was to have a peer-to-peer decentralized form of currency, which with no middleman, and it does all tie back to those principles. So you can see the 5 pillars here. These are the sort of things we're going to be covering in every single week, basically, and the website is going to be expanding all the time, and hopefully offering more and more value to people who sign up. And we're not asking for anything. It's not you haven't got to pay to join. It's just email and you'll receive the information. If you don't like it, you can unsubscribe. So as Brett Prince said there, there's no cost to the site. There's no cost to the site. You can just jump in and get the information, basically. I just think it's really important that everyone gets this info now. Prepare before you need it. And I think people are starting to need it. So I've had family members come to me recently and say, you weren't insane. You weren't insane after all, after everything that's going on in the UK.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think increasingly people are becoming aware that things are changing and not necessarily in the right direction. So if we know how to, traverse it and maintain some freedom, then I think it's a really, really positive thing.
And this will be your 5 pillars. This will be the foundation of Sovereign City, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the one. So yeah, we'll be covering different parts of this, and the website's going to become quite massive in the end. it's in its infancy. It's only been around for a little while, and only really only a week or so. So this is really, you know, very much in the infancy of the website. So here I break down the Pixel phone, for example. So these are the phones that are compatible with GrapheneOS. These have got the most solid hardware, and once you have the phone, you just wipe it. You wipe it clean, so there's no Google, and it's completely de-Googled, and then you upload GrapheneOS. So the whole process takes 15 to 30 minutes, and you're no longer at the beck and call of the operating system, because GrapheneOS is hard, it's privacy focused, and they're very, very resilient, very, very security friendly, and you're not going to get any surprises on there. So that's one of the first big steps people can take in terms of, you know, that their smartphone is the digital leash, and that's what they're really coming for. Though if you have a more resilient phone that's not based on the usual OS, the Apple or the Google, then you're immediately in a better position, and you can still use most banking apps on there, social media apps and everything like that, because it pulls it in from a sandboxed Play Store. So you can do what you want to do without necessarily being surveyed all the time, because you have the right to privacy, and yet people have to remember this.
And coming up, you're going to explain more about GrapheneOS, right?
So yeah, I'm actually going to launch on this webpage a complete installation guide as well. Now you can go to GrapheneOS. I did link it in the last dispatch last week, if you want to go to the official GrapheneOS website and do it that way. But I'm going to do a really user-friendly, point-by-point, basically user manual on this website. So, you know, once people have got the phone, they can just follow the step-by-step instructions and get GrapheneOS onto their phone. Even if you're getting it as a second phone, it's something that you can definitely have as part of your privacy stack, so to speak. So I will be covering this in more depth on this website as well. So probably in the next week or so, there'll be a nice step-by-step walkthrough of how to install GrapheneOS, and it's pretty straightforward. 15 to 30 minutes should be all it takes, and then you've got a pretty resilient privacy phone up and running.
You know, I haven't heard the word depth in weeks, and when there's bubbles on the home screen of the phone, that brings back fond memories. Oh, wow. Right, fellers?
Yeah.
Yeah. I missed the heyday of depth.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Relaunch.
Yeah, because you guys got in the same time as me. Yeah. I mean, I'm. You guys are going to know more about this sort of stuff than me, because I've never created a token. I've never done that side of things. But I still really like depth as a platform. I think it's a great gamified product. It's very, very addictive. It's very playable, and I still use it, even though it's only $1 or $2 a day. It's not much, but I'd love to see some life breathed into that. I don't know how easy that would be, or whether you could bridge that to BNB and create some. I don't know. I don't want to pressure anyone into doing that. I just don't know how easy that would be. I'd love to see some stuff come for depth. It's just I really like the protocol. I think it's super playable. So I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah, I also really enjoyed it. It's to continue it would. I mean, it's a token price point. Essentially, what's the price now is 0.004. What was it when we sacrificed the depth for Topaz? The price was 60 cents, right?
Yeah,
60 cents.
So it's come down to quite a way.
Yeah.
And it's on abstract, which, I mean, if you look at the volume across a lot of you call them maybe second or third tier chains, right? Not like the top 5, basically. So like Abstract today is doing only $350,000 of volume across all the dexes.
Jeez.
So the volume's completely gone from most things on Abstract. So it's, I can't see how, I mean, even today it's like top 13 coin. Oh no, top 14 coin on Abstract is Depth token, and GBlue is there as well. So they're still running, but to bring it back would need quite a big amount of work, I think. But you never know. Never know. Or just bridge it, yeah. Talking about that, I wanted to talk a little bit about chains, because I was looking at like the current amount of volume that some chains are doing is like shockingly bad at the moment.
Or you mean go DeFi llama?
Really bad. Yeah, if you look at like just dexes, so if you're not talking about like perpetual dexes, just like dexes on chains, and you start looking at some of these blockchains that were really, really hyped like even a year ago, and now what they're doing is like unbelievable. So you go to like Berachain, today did $800,000 of volume. ZK Sync, it did $100,000 of volume. You have Linea, they did like massive airdrop campaign. They do $2 million of volume. Like there's no volume, right? I mean, if a whole chain is only doing $2 million of volume in DeFi, like how much does that mean that the chain's making, right? And like gas fees, like barely nothing. They're probably not even paying their bills. Sonic, $400,000 of volume in a day. Like SUI is like collapsing as well in volume. $10 million of volume across all of SUI and DEXs today. Like really bad. I think 3 months ago it was around about 300 million. So it's really going down fast. And then it's all moving to like just...
That is wild.
Robinhood, Solana,
crazy.
BSC, Ethereum, right? Yeah. Yeah, like SUI really bad.
Tell you what I haven't heard much from recently is Base.
Yeah, Base is still doing like 800 million a day though, or like, so it's pretty good, volume-wise. Like at the moment, Pulse Chain did, what was it, yesterday, Pulse Chain did $4 million of volume, right? And that's Pulse Chain, which means Pulse Chain is now, it's actually catching up with SUI. Because SUI's coming down so fast, Pulse Chain remains the same. So it's just continuing to basically chug along. I like Pulse Chain though. It's good. And then you have the new chain, Robinhood.
Yeah, me too. It's had some
top volume.
Is it now? Here's a question: is it shiny object, or is there really something to it?
It's because of stocks, right? Because stocks and memes. Robinhood was created. It's a copy of Arbitrum Chain. And actually, Robinhood pays rent to Arbitrum Chain to use their technology. So it's, in every way possible, it's exactly the same as Arbitrum Chain technology-wise. It's just that they have an app that you can trade stocks. So they're able to unlock that real-world asset part of the of crypto, right? So their expectation was that the highest trading volume tokens were all going to be NVIDIAs and different ETFs and, you know, your Teslas and everything. But in reality, the top trading tokens are all memes. Pretty much all memes, which is quite hilarious, really.
Yeah.
But I have been watching one project. I haven't bridged any money to Robinhood Chain yet, but I've been watching one project called Stonk Brokers. I don't know if anyone knows about this one.
No, tell us about it.
It looks like a launchpad for memes, to be honest, but they had an NFT sale for, like, I guess community, to be the first in the community to be part of their like brokerage terminal, and the NFTs sold out super fast, and I think their floor is around about like $10,000 at the moment per NFT, and the NFTs pay you out in stocks is how I understand it. And
really,
next they're launching a launchpad for meme-based finance stocks, or I guess meme coins, which are stock influenced. I mean, I've seen it all at this point, so I'm not really sure if it's going to be any different to any other meme coin launchpad, right? Or they're just going to kind of go along on the narrative and the hype, which works quite well always. But if you go to stonkbrokers.cash is their site. Their token's actually trending on CoinGecko today as well, so it's definitely going to dump.
Yeah. Experimental software, please read. Is this what you got when you went on there?
Let me see. I'm just seeing your DeFi llama. I'll send the DEX screen here in the comments.
Hang on. Wrong window to share. Hang on.
Well, that's the chart for them, and then website here. But usually if you see a new coin and a new coin launches, and then you miss the purchasing of the coin before it was, being highlighted on CoinGecko, and then you go and you turn on CoinGecko and you see this token pop up.
There it is.
Probably the money's already been made. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, just say you understand.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah, the site's a bit confusing, to be honest. But
Oh.
But their tokens, what's it, 30 million market cap, and gone up in the last week. I think it's gone up like 200%. So
This is an EVM chain.
Yeah, it's just Arbitrum chain basically, but
Yeah.
So yeah, EVM, yeah, that's right.
Huh.
Something to look into. I wouldn't suggest buying the token at the moment because it's super hyped, but their launchpad launches in 2 days or 1 day, so then there might be something in there. Oh, I have some questions about Kai. So I'm in Kai ecosystem. So I'm waiting for a call from Gems because I have a bunch of stuff to talk to them about. Been waiting for a few days now, but they seem to be busy with other things. But basically, in my understanding, was the second round of the Kai pre-sale was supposed to start 1 week after the round 1, but now it's been like 3 weeks and they haven't started round 2 yet. So I'm curious to know their plan. When I know some information, I'll share with you. Best way always is to go to the Gems Telegram, because they have a very active Telegram group where they talk about everything that they are doing. They have constant updates, pinned updates, and people in their Telegram group of 20,000 people in there where they talk to the community there. So if you're not sure about it, website, go to the Telegram link and ask in there, definitely. It's my suggestion. Or wait for me to have the call and then I'll let you guys know. But that's
I'm old fashioned. I'm just gonna wait for the phone call.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Totally. But yeah, that's Robinhood chain. I don't know, Millions, have you bridged over there yet? Are you playing around there?
No, I haven't touched it yet. So me and Pete was talking about it briefly earlier on, but yeah, I've got nothing going on over there at the moment. It's just I'm not really in the chase shiny stuff too much at the moment. I'm just doubling down on what I'm kind of confident with, during these sort of market conditions. So I'm not really jumping about too much at the moment. So just I've been watching Pulse Chain closely again recently. It's been nice to see. I think Hex is up like 300% from the bottom now.
It is,
or something like that, yeah. It's nice to see that ecosystem sort of waking up a little bit, because I've got a nice Pulse folio just sort of sitting in the background that I haven't touched for a while. So it's nice to see that. But no, I haven't got involved in the Robinhood chain at all. I'm just not in that mindset.
I have I'll share my screen. I have some.
Here it is.
So for Pulse Chain, I think it was about 6 months ago, I sold all of my portfolio on Pulse Chain all into one coin. I just put it all into the Grays, because it was just like, you know what, just YOLO, right? So I just went into the Grays currency because I still really believe in this coin. Even in Pulse Chain, the lowest Pulse Chain's ever been in its lifespan. Grace Currency is still 20 million market cap. It's doing volume, great volume every day. They have endless amounts of pools. They do like multiple liquidity pools all over the place to try and catch as much arbitrage as possible. Then you can earn from just holding the coin. It's a reflection coin. But then you come to like more recently, it's just starting to, same as Hex, right? As things start to come out of that bear, like it's up. So 100% in the last month. Last month went up 100%, which is great. So I'm just continuing to stack this coin. But yeah, Pulse Chain looking not bad actually. Yeah. Hex up, Pulse X up, Incentive up, Prove X. I've got some of this. I haven't used it though. You might be interested in this one actually. Have you used Prove X?
No. But,
so ProveX is a way to sell your crypto without anyone knowing you're selling it.
Really?
Yeah. So you can go to their website. I've not used it because, I mean, there's no point really selling crypto at the moment because it's all down. It's kind of hodling and buying more. So
no, literally no point.
Yeah, exactly. But basically, you come to ProveX and then you can send, for example, US dollar into crypto. So you're buying without anyone knowing what you're doing. You go through like things like Zella, Revolut, Cash App, Venmo, Wise. You use these platforms to buy in. And when you want to sell, you can sell out peer-to-peer. So it's kind of, you say, I want to sell $1,000 of Pulse Chain. Then someone will say, I'll buy that, and then you just find the meeting point between them. So it's quite nice. But I don't know if they have cash out to your bank.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I've heard of it. I just haven't got around to it.
I'm not sure how popular it is, though. That's the thing.
Right.
Not bad. Exchange volume. It's still like, a couple thousand a day. So nothing amazing. Nothing amazing yet. But we'll see. I mean, Pulse Chain always has really, really active people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got the diehards.
Exactly. So, do you just buy Hex, or what do you like to stack?
I like that it stands for real. Well, I've got my favorite stuff. My favorite tokens there probably I've got Hex, Pulse X. I've got some INC. My main bags are in Hex, Pulse X, and I've got a PTGC as well. And I'm still holding a nice, decent little bag of PDI, which I bought at a ridiculous low price when I can't even remember what it was that happened now, but it absolutely went to zero, and I bought like 1 million for like $50 or something, and like another 1 million to add to it. So I've got a nice little bag of Pulse X, of PDI, and also Wrap Bitcoin as well, PWBTC. Them two are my. I know. I've just got a vibe about those two. I don't know. Could be going absolutely crazy. Maybe this is all this bear market stuff that's sending me insane. But yeah, basically Hex, Pulse X, INC, PDI, and Wrap Bitcoin, PWBTC.
Yeah,
and Grace. Grace currency.
So 1 million PDI today is worth $2,000. The whole narrative behind PDI is that one day PDI will peg to the dollar, right?
Yeah.
And it got very close. It got to 3.5 cents.
Yeah.
And
I'm up massively.
Started minting itself. Yeah. You're up massively.
Yeah, it got 3.5 cents. Yeah. Something sort of happened at that point. But when it like went absolutely to hell, I loaded up at that point. Yeah. I bought some for my brother. I bought some for everyone. Just got stuck in at that point. And yeah, it's up, to be fair, it's up massively from there, but we'll see where this goes. I ain't touching it unless it pegs. I'll consider it just whatever. But yeah.
Brett says it's 33rd in TVL. It is. It's 33rd in TVL.
Yeah, that's
but
a speculation play, that one.
In terms of volume, it's not bad. mean, you see Pulse Chain today, $4 million in 24-hour volume, and Pulse Chain is, you know, degen as hell. It's doing more than Ton Chain in volume. It's doing probably more than, what's AVAX doing? AVAX not 44 million. Okay, AVAX doing more. Probably doing more than like Near. Yeah, same as Near basically. So still not bad. Not down but not out is Pulse Chain. Exactly. SUI will get more attention than Pulse Chain. There's no doubt that excites me, and SUI is amazing, fast, cheap, and has
I like what it stands for.
Oh, we have here, hey boys. I like SUI DEX. I trust you to build good stuff. Greetings to Senior Drip Millions. ¿Qué tal en Mexico? Nice. Nice message. How about we talk about Topaz?
¿Qué tal? Yes, muy bien, gracias.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did you vote on this week, Richie?
Yeah, I mean, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah.
I let it run actually. I was just in the like top 4 pools, and I have one in the relay. I've been trying out the flow, so like continuing to do pretty good numbers. Topaz. So the TVL's been stuck around 1 million since a couple weeks after launch, right? Which is good. I mean, from 1 million in TVL, it's doing crazy volume on the DEX. They launched a new coin called TQB, which is a meme coin that's paired in liquidity to QQQ, which is tokenized stock ETF. So actually quite like initially it was paired with USDT, but then they moved the liquidity to pair it completely with this stock, which I quite like the idea. So it's like a meme coin that's not pegged to, but it's backed in liquidity by QQQ ETF, as opposed to being backed by the USDT or BNB coin. Pretty fun launch. Then, of course, after the launch had the dip, and now it's just kind of 12% up to date, which is nice to see. And let's see if this could be a runner. But what I've been doing then on Topaz is you can come to like liquidity section. If you go to earn, there's a couple options. So you have like the QQQ with the I'll make that bigger. So you have like QQQ with the meme coin. You can put it in TVL and earn, I think you can earn Topaz coin with this one. So you could do that. But what I decided to do was, because it's a new coin, I don't want to pair it in liquidity yet, because what if like the meme coin starts running really fast? You're going to be essentially selling all your coin before it reaches like a higher market cap, right?
Right.
So what I decided to do was wait, and I bought some QQQB and I paired it with USDT. I put it in this pool. And this is doing not bad volume. So its TVL is only $6,000 in TVL, but its volume's double the volume is double the TVL. So it's running fees. So I'm in this pool, building, essentially earning stocks as I'm waiting for the price of the meme coin to go a little bit higher. And then I bought it on, where was it again? Flap. They launched it on Flap, which is like another meme coin launchpad basically. So you can buy it here, and if you buy the token on Flap and hold the token, then if you go to fee info, you actually earn reflections of the QQQB stock while you're waiting as well. So you can hold it and earn fees on Flap of the stock, not of the meme coin, right? You can see here we've got like 0.0009 QQQB. Nice. And then also farming as well. Quite liking the addition of stocks to Topaz, to be honest. So they have a few now. You can get your SpaceX on Topaz as well. Up here, I'll note they're de-incentivizing the Ondo SpaceX, because there's 2 SpaceX now on Topaz. I think you'll find.
Oh, really? I've got to go back and adjust that then.
So Aaron decided that he wanted to back the X stocks SpaceX and not the Ondo SpaceX. So what's going to happen soon is I think the liquidity for Ondo SpaceX is going to be moved to the X stock SpaceX. So, I mean, it's the same. They're both still have liquidity on other DEXs, but So at the moment I have this one, so I'll probably swap it into the other one for SpaceX. I've got 5.96 SpaceX now. I've been DCAing it as it's been continuing to like collapse. I'll buy more of this, this stock. It's quite fun. Like I was expecting to
it's the all-time low right now, isn't it?
Yeah, I have it here. So it's not been the best. What did it do? Launch up to $210 and now down to $114. Way below their listing or their IPO price. They're massively underwater. But I think yesterday they had their unlock of massive amounts of their stocks. So maybe the worst is over for now. Can't see. Did anyone watch Elon Musk's? He gave like a performance report for the first quarter of SpaceX.
No, I was in my native habitat. Tell me about it.
It was hilarious.
Really?
So, yeah. Well, he was talking for a while. He was just talking about how much money they're making, which is always like numbers which just boggle your mind. Said like SpaceX delivered a strong quarter with $7.8 billion of revenue, which is 92% growth from last year. And then he started talking about Starship, great name. So it's a space rocket, and the latest test flights demonstrated capabilities like never before seen. They're deploying a new Starlink satellite into orbit. It was talking a lot about growing compute and basically just building more data centers. I think that comes down to. It says the subscribers on Starlink grew by 1.7 million people in the last 3 months. And there's 10,200 Starlink satellites in orbit right now. I didn't know they had that many satellites, right? Like madness. And then he announced another airline partnership with SpaceX, with $6 billion in new government contracts from the US, expansion into mobile phones. He said that by 2030, he thinks that there'll be at least one launch to the moon from SpaceX every day to build the moon bases completely with robots.
Wow.
And then you start, and then we're going to have robots on the moon, building moon bases. And eventually, within 10 years, the moon is going to be making more money than all of the companies on the Earth combined. Is that right? Okay. And then he just went off and off. And then after his meeting, I think the stock dumped like 10%. Right. But I mean, the way I see it, like every couple days, I just throw another like $20 into SpaceX. With my understanding of it is that it's going to continue to slide. It'll probably go under $100, but then I just continue to buy like $10, $20 every couple days. Get up to about 50 stocks, and if it does play out, I mean it's a big gamble, but if it does play out and anything from what he's talking about comes to fruition, then it could turn into a massive profit play, or it could just completely collapse. But we'll see. It's just like a meme coin, isn't it? It's hilarious. Like, absolutely hilarious. Yeah.
That's wild.
Wow. See, I mean, and what I've done, I've just let the votes run every week and just acquired it passively. So it's been great for me.
Yeah. Because if you look at like what happened with Tesla, the same kind of thing happened. It launched and it went down below its IPO price. And it sat there for 5 years. What's that? From 2011 until 2019, a whole decade basically. Its price it went from $2 to $14, right? So you're already 5x. But then, so over the 10 years of holding it, not bad, probably going up with inflation quite a lot though. But then from 2019 to 2026, it went, what's that, $12 all the way up to $300. So whoever believed in what he was doing with Tesla in the early stages cleaned up massively. My only worry though is instead of holding it as a stock, holding it in a brokerage or whatever, I'm holding it as a crypto. So I do expect at some point in the next 10 years to probably go and check your stocks, which are crypto stocks, and they'll be zero, right? Like,
Yeah.
this is the one big risk of buying stocks with crypto, right? Because what are they really backed by? We've seen stablecoins depeg. There's no reason why a stock can't do the same thing, why there could be some big issue there. So at some point you probably have to rotate the stocks into a brokerage account, pay the tax, let everyone know what you have. Or just, I don't know. But we'll see. I don't know. So, but then I have a question then, Millions, because I was, thinking about your sovereign city and what Elon Musk does does that go against your manifesto?
In what way? In what way?
He essentially it's two sides of it, right? Because some people say, no, he's a futurist, he's a genius, he's going to make the world a better place. But on the other side, other people could say that he's extremely corrupt and he is draining liquidity from endless amounts of markets to fund his all overpowering autonomous AI army of robots and surveillance. I mean, all the 10,000 satellites around the world watching what everyone's doing on his internet is, I don't know if when he talks, what's your impression of what's your impression of his aims and his end game? What do you think it is?
He is the antithesis of Bill Gates. So you don't get to Elon Musk's position without being allowed to be there. So you have to be following the narrative, the overriding narratives into the right direction. So if Bill Gates came out and said some of the things that Elon Musk says, everyone would be like, oh, Bill Gates, he's a psychopath, he's a crazy man. But when Elon Musk says it, it's like, yeah, all these different sort of, the AI stuff. And everyone's like, yeah, cool. He's a cool guy. He's been on Joe Rogan. Everyone loves Elon Musk. He's the goodie and the baddie, like they play off in every Hollywood movie. So I believe he's just following the same trajectory as a lot of these other sort of anti-human globalist types. He's just the acceptable face that we've been allowed to sort of applaud, and then they put out the bad guy, so to speak, the Bill Gates type who wants to create like lab grown meat and wants to, do all these other sort of nefarious things. But Elon Musk, everyone's like, yeah, you're allowed to like Elon. He's a cool guy. He's just taken over the world with robots and he wants to put a chip in your brain, but he's a cool guy, So my opinion with these sort of guys is they're allowed to be where they are. When it comes to money, what he has is nothing compared to the real wealth that doesn't get listed on the Forbes list. The people who are truly, where money is literally nothing. It's just a bunch of figures. You won't ever know their names, but we're allowed to know the Elons and these people. They're out there pushing the same agenda, just in a different way. It's like, it's all part of the same sort of dialect, basically, in my opinion. And this whole SpaceX thing, and look, there's definitely money to be made on all this, absolutely. But I don't buy into the actual narrative of it. So I'm not interested in what he thinks he's going to do on the moon, which I don't believe is necessarily what people think it is anyway. I'm kind of I'm not really on board with anything like that. But I think if the money's there to be made, you get it, go out and get it, and use it for your own, your own freedom, your own purposes. So that's my opinion on Musk. I think he's there as a figure that we can look at, and he wants to put chips in people's brains. Bill Gates has talked about putting chips in people's, microchipping people and stuff, and everyone wants to kill him for that. But when Elon Musk says, let's do a Neuralink, let's stick a chip in everyone's brain and merge with AI, everyone's like, yeah, Elon. So it's like, yeah, I don't really get down with it in that way, but yeah, make money from it
Chip
all,
in the brain. Yeah,
and
it
use
sounds
it
normal.
to how you want to use it.
Yeah, man. I'm kind of the same position with you on Elon Musk.
Totally normal.
Like,
If Elon says it must be fine.
yeah, like when I watch like his predictions of what's going to happen in the future, like it's essentially entertainment at this point, right? And not. I mean, did people listen to Howard Hughes and just back in the 20s, right, and have the same impression? Like, oh, it's really interesting hearing what he's going to say. Like, not much of what he actually wanted to happen did happen for Howard Hughes as well. But with Elon, what was the other one he was going on about a couple months ago was the data centers in space, right? And why? Because of course data centers take up so much water and they need so much cooling that his thought was just put all the data centers in space. But it's been debunked because it's not that cold in space. It's not cold enough in space to cool all these data centers, and the amount of solar panels that you would need to try and power this would be like having like a spaceship the size of the moon to power a data center that already exists on Earth, if they wanted to do it with today's technology. So it's completely just way beyond our means for now. At no point really talking about it because it's not going to happen in our lifetimes anyways. And so, and he could just put them underwater.
No, I think it's all fantasy stuff.
Yeah, I think so. Then I also been looking at gold. So gold's making a comeback.
Yeah, you could just put them underwater where NASA
yeah, exactly right.
Where NASA filmed the rest of their videos.
Yeah, you could just put them underwater. Yeah. So I'm watching gold as well. So gold is making quite a nice little comeback. Looking at PAX-G price here. So if we go on the daily, you can see. So gold all-time high $5,600, and then we've seen continuous bleed. It hung around $5,000 per gold, per ounce of gold, but then kind of come back down. But we are seeing a nice little recovery in the price of gold. So question is this the turnaround for the gold price? Are we going to see another run up in value, or are we going to continue to see a slide down into 3,500 or lower for gold? I'm a little bit bullish on maybe seeing a recovery back to about 4,600. Is maybe my thoughts on this. Do you guys stack gold?
Yes, physical gold.
Physical gold. So we might be seeing a turnaround. I wasn't expecting it so soon. I was thinking maybe next year we'd see the price start to rally again, but we might be seeing it earlier, which would be very nice to see. Brett Prince says, when would be a good time to hop on SpaceX then? Well, you could just wait for, like, Brett Hartman, the two Bretts are going at it basically. Brett Hartman's talking about the many unlocks which are coming. There are huge unlocks for SpaceX. More stocks are being unlocked than actually are in existence right now over this time. So I think the unlock yesterday was more stocks than were listed in the initial launch combined. So it's massive unlocks, right? Which is cool. It means that there was lots of people who became millionaires yesterday. Congratulations to whoever they are. So for like buying it, if you want to speculate on it, all I do is, like I said, I just slowly DCA. So that way I'm not putting like 5K into it and then realizing it's going to dump 25 to 40% over the next year, and then I could have just waited, right? So I just prefer just every day, like just add conviction to your play by slowly adding more capital to it over time. Is what I'm doing there, because expecting it to go down basically is the idea at the moment. Being patient, seeing if it takes off. But yeah, other thing on Topaz was this one, Topaz Flow. So I did an experiment with this. I took $100, I put it into Topaz Flow last week. I wanted to see what the payout was. So after 1 week, $100 into Topaz. I bought it when the price was higher, so my deposit is down to $65 from $100. But my $100 bought into Topaz Flow made $1. So that's a 1% return in 1 week with the flow mechanic. It's quite cool. So what you can do is you can take Topaz coin, and put it in, or you can take VE Topaz and put it in, or you can take any supported token, which is all of these, blue chips essentially. Then it creates you a position in VE Topaz and just gives you dollars every single week, and gives you also Topaz coin, which you can compound back into your position to grow that as well. So you can see I got some 700 Topaz coins, and I got $1 from a $100 deposit in after 1 week. Nice system, quite like Flow.
It is a very nice printer for sure.
Yeah, exactly. And over time, I mean, it's just a waiting game with Topaz, right? The more crypto prices go up as they start to recover from the bear market, Topaz will do more volume. More volume means more fees means more money for Topaz holders, VE Topaz holders, and Topaz Flow users. So it's just continue to plug away at grabbing as much of the VE Topaz as you can, would be my advice there. Right, I'm gonna have to go make eggs for my son. I'll be back in like 10 minutes, I think.
Okay.
Gotta cook up some eggs.
Dad duties has to be done.
How does he take his eggs?
He doesn't like them runny, so usually it's like hard boiled is how he likes it.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
And he likes soy sauce in them because his mom's Chinese. I don't like that.
That happens sometimes.
It does.
When you come back, man, I've got a NF tree.
Ooh, very nice. We'll see that soon. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Millions. He acts like he's a dad or something, man.
I know. Dad life. When you got to make eggs, you got to make eggs. That's just the way it works.
Yeah.
I know how that goes.
So
my little man does actually like runny eggs. He likes them dippy.
So my oldest loves eggs Florentine, and then the youngest he likes eggs with, it's so weird. He likes onion powder and basil on his eggs over a bed of spinach. A freaking 7-year-old.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So that eclectic palate he's got there.
Mm-hmm. Yep, big time. Let's see. So what would you like to share in your world? I'm trying to finish this thing up for Richie real quick.
Yeah, I was just looking at the Topaz Flow, and it's been on my list all week to catch up with everything that's been going on, because I told you in the last stream we had a massive flood in the apartment, and we've had people in and out fixing stuff and everything like that. So I've just been kind of a little bit out of the loop. I've been working on Sovereign City and just sort of getting everything down, but I haven't caught up with some of the stuff going on with Topaz. And I've got to say, those guys are really still building hard, and it's beautiful to see, people building things when the markets are so, out of favor and flat. So I'm in the same sort of line of thought as Richie, that once the market sort of starts to improve overall, Topaz has a ton of utility, and I think it's going to be quite a good looking prospect for when things turn around. So I'm definitely building my position in Topaz still. I've got a nice lot position, and it's earning every week like it said it would. So I trust the team. I think they've got a really, really nice product there, and I can't wait to see what it looks like in a bull market rather than this sort of boring flat situation we've got at the moment, where no one's there's not much profit to be taken out of the large caps at the moment. So normally people will take profit out of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and it will shuttle down to the smaller caps. But obviously at the moment, none of that's happening. So I think we just have to be patient. And if you believe in the protocol, then keep building. But yeah, I think the guys in Topaz are doing really, really lovely job. Really good job.
Yeah. I know it's been working for me every week. Let's see. While he's away cooking eggs, let's talk about what you and I were mentioning earlier today, the stepchild of crypto, good old BitNest.
Oh wow, yeah. People gonna, if people are falling asleep, they're definitely gonna wake up now, because you hear that word, you hear the BitNest word, it's like, what? Is that not absolutely dead? Well, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, because right now, if you've been keeping up to date with things, I mean, me and Peter keep up to date with things, so you guys don't have to. But there is talk of there being some kind of redemption process. Now, whether that's absolute bullshit or not, it could be, it might be. Will we ever see that money again? Maybe, maybe not. But there is actually a process that's now open where people can basically apply to get their money back. So I don't know. I don't know how this is going to play out. But as long as they're not asking for too much private information, because obviously I'm not going to give that out. But if they're just asking for the wallet, I haven't actually done the process yet. I've been just watching from afar for a couple of days to sort of get feedback from whoever's doing it. But I think there's 3 stages apparently of this process, and the first process involves giving the wallet that you were using, your Telegram username, and an email. I think those are the things they're asking for at the moment. So I'd be kind of happy to do that and see where it goes. If they start asking for my passport or driver license or anything like that, they can go F themselves. But we shall see. We shall see. Have you done it yet, Peter? Have you?
No. I've been monitoring
stage 1 of the redemption.
Yeah, I've been monitoring your community to see what results they get. I haven't done it yet. I've been so deep in the tree ecosystem. I'm just letting them put the energy towards it, and then go from there.
Did you say tree ecosystem?
No, it's called the.
If you didn't say tree ecosystem, that you have to use that.
Yeah, I did say tree ecosystem. It's
now.
I
was going to say, otherwise that's 100%. You have to use that.
Yes, absolutely, yes. Oh, did you ever test your NF tree?
Yeah, because I've got one of the one of ones coming my way as well. I think I bought 5 or 6 when they first came out, and
right.
Yes, I have a one of one making its way to my wallet, so that might actually be in there by now. So I'm looking forward to showing that off on X a little bit, and maybe doing a YouTube video on that. That's going to be a lot of fun because it looks freaking awesome, man. In fact, all of the NF trees look really awesome. So props to you, man, because they look really slick. Right,
so if you guys have attempted to go to Tree Token, it hasn't worked. The reason why is because my stupid self let the domain expire. So, and I tried to get it back on GoDaddy, and they wouldn't let me. So now, guys, instead of tree-token .net, it's tree-token.xyz. And there's the comment right there. And what it allowed me to do is it allowed me to basically tear the site down and rebuild it up. Still got some more changes that are coming to it, but you can go right here. If you want to mint an NF tree, it'll take you right over to nftree.net, what is shown before. And then also you can go tree drop. I'm working on some new features for that. If you're not in my tree ecosystem yet, you can come over to Garden Battles, and you can see this practice mode right here. This is a game mode that doesn't require a wallet. It'll show you the basic features of this game down here. If you want to get on board and you can play. I've got single player out. It's really cool. The growth points go to 50 points. You have a deck that gets 4 moves passed out. And then what's changed since last time is you can actually change your hand If you don't like the cards that were dealt to you, this is in single player. And then let's see. There we go. So what happens is you get 2 attack cards and basically 2 defense cards. This will take growth points away from your opponent. This will add points to yourself. If you ever want to do PvP, Millions, there is an alert. I can add it to your Telegram if you'll let me. It is to let somebody know that there is a player in what's called the PvP queue. So this is a single player where you play against the bot. Now, if you go to this mode, you can go right here, and you have to forfeit the battle. Let's see, it's already forfeited. There we go. All right, so on here in the standard PvP battle, you can select 75 or 50. Now, in Telegram, it sends out a notification to let you know that there's either someone in 50 or the 75 growth match, and you would have to come up here and select the right one to match it. Now, what happens is if you go right, how are the eggs?
Oh yeah,
Richie.
Sunny side up. You wanted sunny side up eggs. There we go. They're made.
Beautiful.
Richie, which wallet address do I send your 101 to, sir?
Cryptomischief.sui.
Oh, so the main one. Okay.
Yeah.
So Richie,
Sui Trump coin.sui. There's 2.
So Richie got the bugs worked out of the single player. It works great. There's a little refresh issue, but that's something that's easy to fix. Something else that I got going, been pretty happy with it. The garden battles, it used to go to 100 growth points, and people wanted to be able to select between 50 and 75. So you can you can do that here, and then we worked and we got a ton of bugs kicked out. What I was saying while you were gone, if you're not in SUI and you want to try like a practice mode, I got a mode here that doesn't require a wallet connection, so you can actually get the basics of the game down. And then I am almost done with it. The reason why I'm not done with it yet is because I've been blessed with real world business, which is a good thing. And down here, we have 2 things coming up. We have what's called the 5th move unlock. And if you have an NF tree, which gives you access to the game, and if you're holding a tree position, you will get a 5th move. And also, while you're playing the game, you can actually re-roll. In other words, shuffle your deck to get 2 new attack and defensive moves. So really looking forward to all that. Any questions, guys?
Looking good.
Richie, here's the main
That's
page.
right.
I gave it a full facelift.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Now all we need is people on SUI.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, several times people would send me a message to say, "Hey, I'm not on SUI right now, but can I still play the game?" So that's why I put in the non-wallet mode to where you can at least play the game and get an idea of how it works. So yeah, so that's why I put that in.
Nice.
Then,
But ultimately, everyone's just waiting for Bitcoin to wake up, right? Because, you know, Bitcoin's the sun, the energy, the big orange circle that everything else kind of floats around. So that's really what everyone's waiting for, is for Bitcoin to, you know, once it gets back to sort of 80, 85K, things are going to start looking a lot different, I think, in these other chains. So, yeah, it's just a patience game. People come back to SUI. I mean, we've seen SUI in the not far distant future past at, what was it, $5, something like that.
Yeah,
so
it was like $3 to $4.
Yeah. It's in reaching distance.
Yeah. Peter, I just added your Bitcoin rewards to your
It's not just SUI,
SUI
everything
DEX.
really.
Oh, good. So we got the Bitcoin incentives kicked in now. Good.
Yeah, I just loaded
Good
them.
deal.
I need to add some victory rewards to SUI Trump. Just noticed. Yeah, I mean, there's so much FUD on SUI though at the moment. So SUI news, we have. So SUI is based around it. There's a couple leaders. They all work for Mistin Labs and SUI. You have on SUI, you have SUI Foundation, Mistin Labs, and SUI X accounts. So there's 3 of them, right? And so Adani is on Mistin. You have another guy called Evan.sui, who is also on SUI Foundation and Mistin. And then you had the original creator of SUI Move language, called Mr. Blackshear. And he left SUI yesterday. So he finished up his essentially time with SUI. See if we can find, if we type in SUI, we'll probably see it. So he decided to leave SUI and move to Anthropic, joining Anthropic's, Sam Blackshear. So he invented SUI Move language. He's the first SUI coder. Very smart guy. But he has quit SUI and went to work for Claude, for Anthropic. Meaning that this man here, Evan, has now taken up his position as well. So he is now got a double job in SUI, essentially. But there's been growing FUD around SUI. There's a couple things that happen in SUI which haven't been ideal. And one of the growing FUDs on SUI that I've been watching is the Chinese FUD for SUI chain, which is growing every day, getting bigger and bigger. And it's all around a game that was launched on SUI called Cards.game, which is a collectible card game for real-world assets of collect, your Pokemon cards or your other kind of card games that people collect, right? They launched it, and it's doing incredible volume on SUI. It's actually doing more volume than any other NFT project on SUI right now. And some of the volumes on the NFT card game is actually doing better than Cetus or Blue Move DEX as well on some days. So it's really, really high volume. SUI continue to not mention it. And in fact, they decided to pump or attempt to pump their own collectible card game called RipStation. So as SUI Foundation and Mistin and SUI were continuing to push this RipStation, they put it on Tradeport NFT Marketplace as like the highlighted NFT card game. There's actually a card game on SUI which is doing infinitely more volume, but SUI continue to just ignore the fact that it exists. So the Chinese community are now going full FUD mode with you'll find many accounts on SUI Chinese community who are continuing just to FUD and FUD SUI. Going so far as to getting some of the Chinese community who went to an event held by the SUI Foundation China team, and they started to accuse the SUI Foundation China team of stealing $400,000 from SUI and from people, is another thing they're talking about as well. So there's a lot of if on X, if you just come and if you can't read Chinese, you can just show translation. Many people are still flooding SUI. DeFi Llama, however, wrote another answer. Cards game, SUI fees over the last 24 hours, number 1, doing $158,000 in fees in one day. Over the week, 259,000. So it's doing massive volume, but SUI just continued to just ignore the fact that it's around. And this rhetoric
I need
keeps
to meet
returning
those
for
people
SUI
if they like cards.
Well, it's anytime, right? Because how many projects have we seen launch on SUI that have done pretty good volume, and SUI have just completely ignored the fact that they exist, right? We saw it with Tree, when Tree was hitting some big numbers before, and you were like, oh, can you at least just verify me on Slush Wallet, please? So that my community can find my coin. They just don't even give you the respect of an answer, right? They just ignore you. Aggregating on SUI has been a nightmare. Getting any attention for SUI DEX or SUI Trump from SUI Foundation has been, completely waste of time, essentially. And community builders see this and like, well, why don't I just leave? Why don't I just go somewhere else, right? Where I might be noticed and respected. So then Adani had to come out and do a space because he realized the FUD was getting out of hand and wanted to try address the community and, say, oh, hey, I'm here, guys. Like, I'm here to listen to you. he's saying now he's going to try and make a Telegram group for SUI where people can talk and things like this. But it's looking, yeah, this is the guy here, Sam Blackshear. So he's gone to Anthropic. This was posted by Crypto Banter, so it's big story. She's also fudding SUI a lot, this girl Cindy. She's the one accusing of the $400,000 theft. So this is this girl here. She's saying there's thieving going on in the SUI Foundation, basically. Not good. A lot of FUD. Let's see where it goes. And of course, then we have the Blue Move hack, which they completely ignored as well.
Wow.
Which was
problems. Yeah.
$500,000 rug and of SUI, and then a $500,000 rug of over 300 meme coins just stolen on SUI, so $1 million combined, and they'd said nothing. I was talking to the SUI Foundation, and they said, "Oh, we're not sure if we should mention this or not. We're probably not going to." I was like, "All right, thanks, guys." Like,
wow.
That is like, and I said, "Oh, well, that's too bad because you know I've been investing all my own money and a lot of my time in SUI Trump, and you know." Essentially $15,000 of liquidity just vanished, was rugged by the launchpad. I said, so I don't want the money back, but at least freezing their contracts to make sure that if I do, and when I do buy back all that liquidity myself, do I have that security that no other issues are going to happen in this LP? Because the LP still exists on Blue Move. It's still there for all these 300 coins. They need to freeze them all. They need to burn all the contracts. They need to shut it completely down, right? But they're just ignoring it. Like, don't know. Frustrating. Like, I tried to explain to them really clearly that because if you have like a liquidity pool, right? Because what happened was they stole all the SUI out of the pools first, and then a week later they just put like 0.1 SUI back into the pools and pulled out all of the second asset. So they basically played around with the fact that it's a one-sided pool now, which means that they can just put in a tiny piece of dust SUI and just pull out the rest of the assets, right? That's what they did. So who's to say they couldn't try and repeat some kind of situation there with these pools? They need to freeze them, they need to close them, they need to burn them, kill the contracts. I mean, they froze SUI network for CETA's hack for a week, then rolled it back. And that was for, I think, 30 million. But then for 1 million, they won't even move their finger to try and, make sure that everything's fine going forward, or even give a reply to it. They're just not interested. So I don't know. So I myself also, SUI global chat has been opened. So you can go and join a global chat, which is kind of useless. But yeah. So that's SUI's issues. But price-wise, they continue just to sit in range, slowly falling down. 30 coin now. What's it? 67 cents today. So like on the year, sitting in that 60 to 70 cent range at the moment. Let's see where it goes. Let's see. But I'm not happy with SUI these days, to be honest. But what can you do?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
Well, you definitely can't stop building. That's kind of key to it. But I can tell you this: if you look at your wallet and look for NFT number 4,999, it's pretty cool.
Nice. I'll have a look. Yeah, this here, see? Digital Rips Physical Slabs. So this is the SUI Foundation backed Rip Station, which is basically SUI, again, making their own product, as opposed to letting builders build on SUI. And they're advertising it everywhere, but it's getting no volume. Whereas the cards.sui isn't even listed in the marketplace and it's doing more volume. What a bunch of dicks. Let me find. Honestly, it's just a dick move, right? Tree NFT. Be this one. Oh yeah, this one. Oh, very nice. That's a nice NFT there. Very nice NFT. Yeah, I've been building a bit on building a bit. Yeah. I'm gonna list this for $1 trillion. It's a shiny, rare shiny.
Richie, if you want to give that away, you can, and I'll make a different one for you. But that is a one of one.
And it works in the battles. It works in your ecosystem.
Yeah, it's fully functional.
Cool. Nice. I'll do a giveaway next week. That could be fun. Yeah, I've been building a bit for SUI DEX, so I've built this. It's been in testing for the last week. It's pretty much finished. So moving on from the World Cup prediction game, I decided to make a crypto league. This is a crypto price prediction game. It's very simple how it works. So the leagues run for 7 days. It's 10 USDC to join the league. And from that 10 USDC, 1 USDC is used to buy victory and pair it in LP. The way it works is you choose 5 coins. Any 5 coins that are on CoinGecko will be allowed to buy. You can buy 1 degen coin, which means the market cap is lower. So most of them need to be market cap over $100,000 because you need you don't want too much manipulation going on there. But 1 coin can be very, very small market cap. So that's your degen pick. You pick, if you think on that day over the week campaign, if it's going to be short or long. So here, for example, I put SpaceX short, Bitcoin long, I had Tron long, Grace Currency long, and TIA short, right? Every day, depending on if the coin goes up in percentage or down in percentage, average movement over that day, you'll get points. Then you just bank points on the day. The winner is the person who's either predicted to be short or long on that day on your basket of coins that you've chosen. You can choose to flip 1 coin a day, long to short or short to long. So you can every day you can choose 1 thing that you can move short to long or long to short. So for example, if Bitcoin had pumped massively one day, you're like, oh, it's probably going to pull back. You can flip it short, and you can transfer 1 coin into another coin 1 time as well. So if you just were having bad luck with 1 coin, you wanted to swap into another one, you can transfer once. Once the competition ends, after 1 week, then the winners, top 10% of point scorers get the prize money, and then a new competition starts for the next week. So it's just a rolling game of prediction of crypto prices, essentially, is the prediction game. Trying to make it as easy as possible for people just to make picks, play, join the leaderboard. We did have, for the prediction game, we had a founding predictor, which I think we had 40 were minted from the founding predictor. So your gift will also be coming with the launch of this game, and your gift is that you're going to get a 2% fee reduction on your entry into the game. So instead of paying the 10 USDC, you're actually going to get a 2% reduction in that fee, which comes into there, which means that actually it's acting as your rake, because the way the system works is if you have X victory and X victory stake, the X victory adds to your rake. Your rake is your fee reduction for entering the games. So it means you essentially get cheaper entry, so you're not paying 10 USDC anymore. So it says here, founding predictor holders get an extra 2% on every SUI DEX predict game on top of the gift, delivered forever. So you're now a founding predictor, which means you pay less fees forever. You can get your rake all the way down to 5% off if you stake X, if you hold X victory by just staking in the system. So that's the game. It'll be coming out. I think I'll launch it on Monday. It's all ready. I'm just kind of waiting for the market to maybe do something, but it's not doing anything. So we'll see.
That'll be a good demo for midweek next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean, simple game, the fun.
The Bitcoin chart, is all you need to see.
Yeah. I mean, you can see it here, so you can click here. It'll show you the stats, Bitcoin, what it's doing over the last 7 days, 30 days, market cap. You can bring it all up. You can find stocks, you can find Bitcoin. No stable coins, of course. That'd be cheating. You could just load up stable coins and basically come out with like 0 points. So no stables, but everything else is allowed. If it's on CoinGecko, you can pick it. Then in my Telegram, I launched, I've been bot trading for quite some time. Been building an army of bots. Essentially, I launched them into the Mischief Chat Telegram now. So what you can see is every single trade that my AI bots are making. You can see the positions open and closing, depending on if they make profit or don't, right? You can see here, closed one short for $4, closed one long and lost 6 cents. So these are autonomous. They're trading without me doing anything. They mutate and grow and pick up new strategies based on the performance of the bots. So you can track them as very much at the moment in testing to try and create different styles of really successful, high-earning autonomous bots, right? So you can see them running in my Telegram chat. And what I do is, so I've used Weeks. So this is Weeks. You can go to Weeks and you can go to API, where it is somewhere. Here. There's an API somewhere. You can then connect Weeks to your AI agent, and it just starts to begin to trade for you. So you can see here it's running a bunch of trades on this account. None of these I placed myself. So we have an Amazon long, XRP short, NVIDIA long, ETH long, Wildcoin long, Hype long, losing $5. Come on, bot. A near long, ENA long. I've also got it plugged into Mexi, so this one also is trading too inside of Mexi. And I've just hooked one up to Hyperliquid as well. So you can use the same bot script and run it in different platforms. It's quite fun. Still experimental, growing. The idea of it is like it's a mutation idea. So I was like watching this video on AI, and it was a proposal that if an AI becomes kind of more sentient, then if they are aware that they might essentially die if they underperform, that might push them to try and find an edge faster than if you just kind of chilled out and just let it kind of do its own thing. So that's kind of how the mutations work. There are about 15 different bot strategies. And if one bot strategy begins to fail and lose money or stop trading enough, then it kind of gets a flag from the system saying you're up on the chopping block, you're going to die in 24 hours if you don't start booking profit. So it forces the bot to search to mutate into a different strategy, refine, backtest why it was failing, and then try pull out profit to try and save its life.
Right.
Is how they're working. So what you'll see in the Telegram group is it happens at least once a week, is one of the bots will just die. So at the moment, they're all named after artists. So we have Pollock, Dali, we have Vermeer, and there's also another one in here as well. And they have different style trading behavior. They use different amounts of risk and leverage to try and find profits. And we'll see. If my aim is to try to get a bot which can make 0.3% a day is the aim. Because I think if you can get 0.3% a day passively every single month, that's incredible amounts of income over time as it compounds.
Gentlemen,
but
yeah,
I have date night. I've got to go out on a date.
Yeah, I'll be watching that.
Yeah, we'll see if it works. If it does work, then I'll make it. I'll source it.
Does your wife know about that?
Have you got a date? Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, "Are you done yet?"
Where are you going for your date?
Going to a bar. It's gonna be great.
Oh, nice. What are you gonna do? Drink some beers? Play some pool?
She wants to go drink gin and tonics and play pool.
Nice.
Yeah, and some chicken wings, hopefully.
Yes.
Play some darts.
Cricketeer.
I like darts.
Oh, we love to play cricketeer. Is that what you call it?
What, darts? Cricketeer. What's cricketeer?
Oh man, that's a new game that you can add to your bar, Richie. It's a dart game.
Really? How'd you play?
Yeah, we love to play it.
What do you do?
I will send you the rules in Telegram, man. You could literally start a whole tournament in your bar.
Sounds good.
can you make any money from tree NFTs? Yes, you can. You can sell them. The biggest way that you can make money in tree NFTs right now that's live is in the battle game. In garden battles, PvP, it's 3 SUI to enter, and the winner comes out with 5. We've also got coming up Arboretum. That's where you'll be able to plant your NF tree in a garden and grow it. And we're also going to have referrals coming up on that. And also, Richie, this is what I will say is that your tree will drip sap from the woods, and I'll explain that later. You know what I'm talking about, too.
Nice. Oh, yeah. Have you been making that?
Oh, yeah. It's 50% done.
Nice. Need a new ROI game.
And and I took all your suggestions, Millions. I took all yours, and it's going to be fun. There's going to be a lot of sap dripping from trees.
Can't wait.
What's your thoughts on Aurum?
Man,
you're following the drama.
These damn platforms, man. I just, I took some advice from you a long time ago to keep building and just be careful on it. And really and truly, man, ever since BitNest, I've just been trying to put my money into developing the NF trees and the utilities for it. And that's really and truly where my time has been.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just, I said it from the summer of last year. I want one token. I want to build utility around it. If there happens to be some sap that drips from a tree, so be it. That'll be a fun experience. Yes, you guys keep speculating because it's going to be Millions. You know what it's going to be. Richie, you know what it's going to be. It's going to be fun. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for it.
Get it going, man.
Yeah. When I get the contract done, Richie, I'll
it's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's put it that way.
Oh my God, this is what I will tell you guys. You gotta have some tree. You're gonna have to have an NF tree, and I'm gonna leave it at that because I want to release as much utility for NF trees as I can. The NF tree is your access to everything I'm gonna be doing. There's gonna be certain aspects of it where you're gonna have to buy some tree. There is another thing coming out where you're going to have to own some SUI Trump and hold some victory as well. So take that for what you want. But yeah. So just trying to show props and love to the platform that gave my token a chance. And damn it, we're going to win together. So, yeah. But anyways, gentlemen, I'm going to get a drink and eat some chicken.
Nice. Yeah, I'll probably head off as well. I need to go play with my kid. It's back to school next week, thank God.
Yeah.
Enjoy your evening, mate.
It's been a long summer. It's been a long summer.
Gentlemen, be good. Hey guys, listen, not financial advice. Get yourself a damn NF tree. You're not going to regret it. There's a lot of stuff coming out on it. And get yourself some tree and just tuck it away. And for this guy right here, yeah, you can make it. And we're coming up with some other ways because this bottom ain't going to be around forever. And when everything starts coming out, it's going to be good. Richie knows it. Millions knows it. It's going to be damn good. It's going to be tremendous.
Nice.
It's going to be fun.
Well, see you all later.
See you later, gentlemen. We'll talk soon. Take care, guys.
Gentlemen, been a pleasure. Been a pleasure.